What is the biggest trap in reaching your goals? Hey, everybody, it's Tuesday, just after 4 p.m. I was struggling here a little bit with Facebook, but also seeing all sorts of notes that they send you. So I had to kind of go through all those as I was setting up. I hope you've had a great start to your new year so far. We're January 2nd. Mercury's gone retrograde. Don't matter if you don't know what that means or not. It just means charge ahead and go ahead and start some new things if you want to get something started. Anyways, if you don't know me, Sonia Chernichan, I'm a fitness coach. I've been doing that for 25 years now. Crazy how that seems to be. So if you don't know me, please drop me a comment here. Let me know where you're coming from, our hashtag replay. I'm going to watch in case somebody jumps on, and feel free to engage with me. I'm happy to try to keep tabs on the comment section. I'll be coming here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be giving you all my fitness and health and wellness tips, some business coaching tips as well. So this week, let's just talk about what it is. It is the new year, and what does that always mean? One of the biggest mistakes and traps we get into is we definitely start with those big audacious goals. But first and foremost, if you're struggling right now and you really want to set some goals, whether it's in your fitness, in your health, your well-being, or maybe you are starting a business, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you want to start with some smaller goals. You know, sometimes when the new year comes around, we always think about big, audacious goals. And while big, audacious goals are great, you should have a track of them in your life that you want to do. But the biggest thing is we make too many promises to ourselves in the beginning. And then as we're trying to implement them, we are getting exhausted. And that's a big thing, especially in fitness. 9 times out of 10, I see people always, they hit the gym in January. And we already know, I mean, year after year after year, always see the same thing. The gym gets packed, that first 2 weeks of January, and everybody's like gung ho, and they have big plans, and they take on more than they can chew. And before you know it, mid-February comes and the gyms are empty again. That's kind of how it goes, right? Everybody's got this great intention, but they bite off more than they can handle. And I think it's really important, especially us as women. We've got busy lives, we got businesses, we've got, life, kids, husbands, the whole gamut that goes with that. And then we're trying to fit in some self-care for ourselves, and that includes your fitness routine. So if you're struggling with that, I encourage you, really, if you haven't had fitness in your life in the last year and you're trying to get back on track, listen, you're not the only one. I hear this all the time. It's like, Sonia, I've gotten off track. I need some help. I need some assistance. It's okay to ask for help, especially when you're trying to fit it into the little pockets of your life. So here's a couple things I would encourage you to do is, if you haven't been exercising at all in the last several months, or maybe the last year, or maybe it's just been the last several weeks with all the holiday stuff. I know when kids go back to school and then we get into all the holiday stuff, before you know it, your whole system's off track. The most important thing we can do is be consistent and really create habits that are going to stick. So if you're not somebody that gets up at 5 in the morning to hit the gym at 6 in the morning and do your workout, then don't try to do that for this new year, because it will probably only last you a few weeks. So think about, what have you done in the past to get you into that? And I know it can be simply our jobs, work, kids, all of that can get us off track. But what I want you to consider this year is, if health and fitness is one of your goals, hook up with some people that are going to keep you accountable. If not, work with a coach. There are a lot of great coaches and trainers out there, myself included, that are happy to get you committed to your workouts and find out your why of what you want to do and what your goals are. And then we just create small steps to get you there. And it's got to work and fit into your life, or you're not going to do it. You'll do it for a short time and then you'll fall off again. You need to find something that's consistent. Now, life does get in the way. I totally get that. Things come up in our life. Sometimes there's trauma, sometimes there's loss, sometimes there's grief. Those are times when usually all those habits will go off to the side anyways. And that's okay. That's okay. You got to do you and however it works for you. But what I would encourage you to do is if health and fitness is one of your goals this year, feel free, reach out to me. Let's see how we can help you get started in something. I do have some online fitness training starting tomorrow night, and we run every Monday and Wednesday night at 6 p.m. If that fits into your schedule, I encourage you to just kind of get on board and do with it. Listen, I give lots of options. I've been training people from beginner to advanced for so long now. I have lots of options to give you. So if you're even just getting started now, don't be afraid to try. It's just about moving your body and getting going. The other thing is, I would encourage you to really think about your water intake. 9 times out of 10, most people are dehydrated. One of the most important things we need to do is make sure that we're staying hydrated so that our organs are functioning at peak capacity. I mean, remember, if you want to lose body fat, we need to make sure that that liver is hydrated, functioning, and working well. That comes to my second thing. If you've had a lot of alcohol in your life over the holidays, you might want to give yourself a good detox off of that. Reason being is that it's really hard on your kidneys and liver. And if you're wanting to make changes in your physical body, you really do need to get that right out of your system. I promise you, honestly, it's so easy to get into that one glass of wine every night and then it's 2 glasses of wine. Listen, we've all done it in our lifetime. No judgment, never judgment. But if you really want a goal this year, alcohol is probably one of the things you want to remove from your life just for a while until you reach your goals, because that is something that's going to make you tired. It's not going to make your body release fat at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to be dehydrated, not good. You want to really get your body at peak condition to get the results that you want to get. So definitely take out the alcohol, even if for 30 days. I've said this before. I said this last year too. And I will always say that because I know a lot of people will start New Year's resolutions. So they'll either quit smoking, give up the alcohol, exercise every day. They're like all these big audacious goals. Listen, if you want to quit smoking, I think that's a great idea. I went through that myself many years ago, and it's not an easy thing to do, but it is done when you make the decision to do it. It's the same with alcohol. If you're going to continue to drink alcohol and then you're going to go to the gym, you're kind of counterproductive, really, because you're going to the gym. It's the same with eating sugar all the time. So if you're eating sugar all the time, but then you're going to work out, that's really not feeding your body the fuel it needs to actually get the workouts in, right? So we really want to create an environment that we can reach our goals, but that doesn't have to be everything all at once. So let's look at your list. What on your list? Where can you fit in your exercise? Number one. Number two, where can you eliminate some things that are probably hindering your results? Because that will happen with the alcohol, with the extra sugar. And we've had I don't know about you guys, but okay, I'm going to be honest, the sugar was the issue for me this year, not the alcohol. Because I don't really drink anymore. I did for a while and then I got off of it. I'm just, my body doesn't want it. I don't feel it in my system anymore. Not interested. It was like years ago when I quit smoking. One day you just decide that this is just not working for me and you do it. It really is that simple, you guys. I know it sounds like, oh, but Sonia, and it's like, you know how many times I try to quit? I get it, right? But pick whatever it is. Pick just one thing. If it means just increasing your water intake, start with that. And simply what you can do to do that, and I think it really works to helps me because I've got my water. I know how much is in this, okay? So I know how many of these I have to drink a day. So you want half of your body weight in ounces per day to start. Start with that. If you don't know, and again, don't drink it all at once. Please don't drink it all at once. Got to spread it out. The best thing you can do is get on your phone and set it up. Put reminders in to have a water. Figure out how many ounces do you need. If you're 150 pounds, you need 75 ounces at least, okay? And then that way you can spread it out through the day. So that might be however many ounces per hour, or you can set it up every hour and a half. However it works for your schedule, depends on what time you get up and what time you go to bed. But just space it out through the day and you're going to see a major improvement in your energy right there. So if I could give you just one thing, it would definitely be water to start with. Yeah, that simple. Water. Make sure you get that many ounces a day. Get on the scale. How much do I weigh? Okay, start there. That could be the simplest thing that you do right now. And then exercise. Well, it could be just going for a walk every day after you have dinner. Like start with that. If you haven't been working out, like don't overtax your body. Give it time to adapt. So start out slow. So you haven't been walking every day? Well, then you better start walking every day. Whether you track your your steps or whatever is entirely up to you. Whatever motivates you to get moving, but you want to get your body moving because we start to get older and we stop moving. It gets harder and harder. You know, think about the times when you've gotten out of the chair and you feel like, oh my God, I'm 50, but I feel like I'm 80 today. We have those days, okay? So do things to keep your body moving, keep yourself flexible and active. I encourage you just start with anything, 15 minutes a day of walking, and let me know. Let me know, what are you struggling with? What do you want to know more of when it comes to your fitness and health and wellness routines? Drop me a comment there. I will come up with some stuff for you for sure. If you're not already part of my fitness and wellness group on Body Circuit on Facebook, you can jump over there. There's lots of recipes, menu plans, there's all sorts of stuff in there for you, resources that can help you on your fitness journey. So again, tomorrow night we're starting 6 p.m. to 7. We do a workout online. We have some great music. I got some great pumped up music to play with that. We go through a routine. I would definitely give you modifications for that. So don't be afraid to come and join us. It's monthly, you guys. So if you can't even make that specific class, don't worry. They're recorded and they're put into a library where you can have access to them. When you join us on the monthly subscription, you're going to get a menu plan, some recipes, some support, and a couple of workouts a week. I also occasionally will throw in a yoga and a meditation into the month. Where we can really kind of just get back to a little bit of self-care and doing some relaxing things. I'm really focused in a lot of flexibility and meditation and stretching the body this year because I think we really need to get grounded back into our bodies. So if that's of an interest to you, you can find that somewhere. Wherever you're seeing this, there'll be a link somewhere where you can join us. If you'd like to just come and try a class out and see if that's a good fit for you, reach out to me and I'll send you the link for when you want to come and give it a try. Okay, so it's Monday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. What else can I say? I think that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep these pretty short, but I do want to do a words of wisdom. I have this book, and that's why I called it Words of Wisdom. So sometimes I like to pull a card just to kind of see what's going on for the week. Sometimes I like to pull a book and pull a page out. That's a great way. If you're ever having one of those days and you just like, you're halfway through your day and you're thinking, I got up this morning for this. What is the meaning of this? What am I supposed to what is the reward in this day? Because we all have those days, right? I always try to be positive and stay upbeat, but we all have those days where we just go, why did I get out of bed today? There's always a message or a lesson or something in your day, right? Because we're here on a journey, right? We're here, spiritual beings having a human experience. Some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. Hopefully we have more good days than bad days. But today, instead of doing cards, I've got the words of wisdom. It's 2,700 quotations for writers, speakers, leaders to help inspire, encourage, and guide. I love this book. I actually don't even know how I got this book, you guys. Honestly, I don't. And it's old. It's like, look at the yellow paper. Like the paper's going yellow, right? I don't even know. And who is this by? Who's this by? Who's the author? Oh dear, I don't know who put this book together. Let me just look. Okay, like I said, I don't know where I got this book, but anyways, it's from 1993, and it's by the Philanthropic Service for Institutions. Oh, Pan American Copyright. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it was done by Random House and it was printed in the US. And yeah, so I guess it's a lot of quotes and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of set the intention of what do we really need to know today? Like, What is it we really need to know for today? It's January 2nd, 2024. January 1, 2nd, 3, and 24, 8 is 11. That's a 2 day. It's a day 2. Okay, here we go. Ready, 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 stop. Oh, oh, I love this. Okay, philanthropy, community, giving, action, involvement, sincerity. So philanthropy is a ministry, and that quote is Arthur C. France from 1920. Now, this page has a few quotes that have to do with philanthropy. So I guess through the whole book, I know there's different quotes. So like virtue, what else is in here? Like the list just goes on and on and on. So let me read. Successful philanthropy ought to be the byproduct of good management. That's another one by Arthur C. Reb. France Reb of 1920. One of the greatest limitations in our world of philanthropy is the lack of understanding that there is within each person a yearning to be a part of something larger than ourselves, recognizing that the need and meeting it is the reward of our ministry for humankind. Same author, interesting. I like that. So really thinking about what are you giving to your community? What action are you taking this year to create community? And what is your involvement going to be? And what is the sincerity level that you are living your life in 2024? That's how I see that, you guys. Community, giving, action, involvement, sincerity. Honestly, 2024 is really about that. You're going to start to see little communities coming together and working together, collaborating. There's so many great things coming for us in the future. Yeah, we're going to have some rocky time. You can go over and look at that if you want. I'm not going to look at that. I want to go see who's being innovative, who is bringing new technologies to the world, who wants to lift others and rise to the occasion, right? Of bringing good new earth in. I mean, we've been talking about new earth and timelines and dimensions. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on in the world, but where do you want to focus your energy? I know I want to focus my energy in building community and building relationships with others and making a difference for everyone. It's not about being self and it's all for me, and that world's long gone. We got Aquarius coming in here soon, and then it's going to be here and out, and then it's going to be here for like 20 plus years, and that's all about your sovereignty, humanity and freedom and all those things. We're going to see a whole new world in 20 years, right? In the next 20 years. And it's pretty exciting. I don't know about for you. And don't worry if you don't understand anything about that. It's really just about how you're feeling in the world. Like, do you feel called for something greater than yourself? Do you want to participate in something that is going to make the world a better place and make your neighbor, connect with you, and you're connected in the community, because we all are actually just a piece of energy in this whole puzzle, this whole tapestry of life. It really is about that. Anyway, so that was it. Philanthropy. I like that one. That one suits me. I got a little Aquarius in me, so yeah, I can see this. I can see where this is going. But anyways, you guys, happy 2024. I wish you an amazing month and year ahead. I'll see you next Tuesday for some more. We'll see what the energy holds for next week. But every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific time for the next, I got 51 more weeks. I committed to doing this every week for the whole year. So I hope to see you here. Drop hashtag, let me know you were here. I'm going to keep these short, within 20 minutes, you guys. It's been great. I'd love to hear you. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your goal is. What's one goal you're working on this year? That would be amazing to know. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your week.